Hi Scorpios, I'm just saying quick hello from the extended. Honestly, the reading today is worth more than every other reading I've ever done for Scorpios in the extended. We got to the very root of the problem, especially if you're dealing with new situation that got confusing. This is 100% for you, might be. Again, this is like, I rarely say go into the extended, but we went also long and deep. I don't even know how long the reading was. We got into everything of why, for those of you who are feeling stuck, why you're in that space now and what you need to do to get out. It was amazing. How to manifest something in actual 3D and get out of the connecting with people in ethers. So if you're someone who feels like, oh my God, how come once again I'm in a situation where all I do is watch tarot reading or whatever, communicate with somebody in the dream space, but nothing is manifesting in the physical, this reading is for you. We got to the very bottom of it. What you need to do, what's going on with you, what's holding you back. It was amazing, honestly. It was so empowering. So hope to see you there. If not, just see you in my YouTube. Love you. Anyway, let's go to your reading now. Good morning, Scorpios. Today you are the lucky ones because I feel very, very called to do another reading, and we just did a reading yesterday. This might be resonating with just a few of you. Maybe it's not for the same group who I was reading yesterday. So take whatever resonates. There is a whole Scorpio playlist in my channel. You can go through the videos, and obviously not everything is going to be for you. So we're going to be using different tarot decks today. We're going to start with this one, maybe do Rider-Waite too. Anyway, let's get started. It's the month of love, so we'll focus on love, but maybe there's also other messages that's going to come through. Before we get started, don't forget to check out my Etsy shop. Everything is on 15% sale until Valentine's Day. And I also still have one last spot for private astrology or tarot student. Links to everything going to be down below. Anyway, let's get started. So let's just see. Let's see. What are my Scorpios dealing with? I feel like you are very irritated by something. It's almost, I don't feel like you're hurt or heartbroken or whatever. I feel it's more like fed up energy, like where you are just very... like there's this kind of energy. Let's see, we have here the sun. First card, the sun. Could be dealing with a Leo, Aquarius as well. Let me see how this works. I feel like you know, I'm looking at this baby that's very happy on this white horse, and what stands out to me the most when I look at this card is this giant red flag, you know. And by the way, whenever I teach tarot privately, we do an exercise where we look at how to interpret different symbolism, you know, not just in a traditional or even esoteric way, but also in a modern, let's say, dating way or whatever. So to me, this baby on a white horse, what stands out today a lot about this is this big red flag. So you may be connecting with someone new, maybe somebody you already know as well. And the person tends to be very excited when they are with you, almost like a child. However, there are a lot of red flags that are possible. It could be from the way the person communicates to the things they've already done. And it's interesting because you don't really feel like this person is necessarily evil or terrible human being or has bad intentions. However, it just so it happens that if you remove all your emotions, if you remove the soft spot that maybe you had for them, you cannot help but notice the red flags. Maybe you've noticed how they talk to, I don't know, other people, maybe something in their history, maybe something they already have done with you. It's this red flag that stands out. Let's see more. Let me actually shuffle this and take all cards. Usually I shuffle all deck. Ouch. Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle different today. Hold on. A lot of cards flew out, but I'm not going to take them. Let me just shuffle on camera and then take all cards just from the deck. Let's see. Okay, let's do this today. Okay. Interesting, Hermit. So we have the sun next to the Hermit. So you might be feeling that there is certain duality to the person you're connecting with. They might have this very childlike side that I think activates in their relationship or whenever they're in love. Maybe also there are childish wounds or some kind of wounds from childhood or teenage years are also activating in their relationship. But also with the Hermit card, they do have this very deep, this very mature, this very wise side that I feel like that's what you are also attracted to. With the Hermit, there could be something where, I don't know, maybe you haven't spoken to this person for some time, or maybe there's just this sense of like, with the Hermit card where you are kind of tired here. I'm not sure what is this. You just want to once again retreat into your shell, because there's a lot of uncertainty. I feel like it's almost like it's very unclear, you know, what is what. Like there is this smoke and mirrors type of feeling. Look at this. We have the, wow, all major arcana. We have the Hierophant. How does this work here? With the Hierophant card, I do feel like the intention that they had towards you was something more serious. I don't know if it was even conscious or unconscious intention. Because with the Hierophant here, and it's interesting because Hierophant came out yesterday as well when I was doing Scorpio reading, it's almost like doing things by the rules. There's something here about belief system as well that I feel like is important. But what keeps standing out again is like, why everything is very up in the air. We have here 8 of Swords. Let's take more cards. We have 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands coming up reversed. We have 2 of Wands coming up reversed. And we have the Hanged Man reversed also. Let's see. What I'm feeling for this is that you could have been dealing with, and just, it's not even what's going on with them so much as what's going on with you. You might have been dealing with someone who maybe they acted the way they acted towards you because they had this kind of issues, burden, whatever situations they were also stuck in, and they didn't want to bring you in. But somehow what they did and how they treated and approached the situation brought you into this state. So even if to imagine, like, let's say this person wanted to protect you or whatever, or not, you know, not affect your life negatively, I feel like what happened is exactly, you know, what they were trying to avoid. You ended up in this place, 8 of Swords, confused, stuck, not sure. There's a part of you that just knows that, well, the red flags are right here in the face. But like, why am I still here though? It's almost like there is a part of you that's just intuitively feels like you're clinging to this, but at the same time, you also know your own red flags. You also know your own obsessiveness towards, you know, mixed signals sometimes, which comes from your own childhood trauma, from your own issues that you thought you resolved. So it's a very confusing place to be, not even because of them or not even because you're obsessed with them. It's more like you thought you dealt with these issues. You thought you figured yourself out. You've been alone for a while for a lot of you. You've been on your spiritual path or religious path or whatever, with the Hierophant here, trying to do the right thing, trying to maybe forgive people from the past who hurt you, and all that good stuff. But like, how come you are still here? And I don't think you're gonna stay here for a long time, but it's very strange that you ended up in a place here with the 8 of Swords. Whoever you're dealing with, I also get that they are someone, maybe they have Scorpio in their own chart too. I'm sorry, I will take a coffee sip, just woke up. I feel like whoever you are dealing with, they have this tendency, I don't know if they're aware of that or not, but they are very powerful manifester. So they are someone who can attract people into their life. They can manifest things. Unfortunately, when you don't have kind of like proper tools, or when you are not in the space where you're conscious enough to know how to use, you know, more powerful energy requires discipline. You end up using this energy in a chaotic way. Like, for example, you have very strong sexual energy, and if you don't know how to elevate it, you might end up in situations where you have like endless sexual situations, and some of these people end up being crazy, and then here you go, a whole other, you know, like set of issues you have to deal with, or like other things could be there as well. So I feel like they are someone who is very powerful manifestor, but they don't know how to use whatsoever the abilities that they have. No one taught them that. But what's also interesting about the person I feel like you're connecting with is that this is the person who is very often self-sabotages, because they do have some very, very strong pain that it hurts. And you know, they might be like someone who's successful, good looking, whatever, all this like 3D stuff, but it's really their pain gets activated when they get close to someone that they actually like, because this is where all of the voices in their head about it, and it's honestly, it's not just something like insecurity, that's deeper than that. It's very, very deep wounds. Maybe it has to do with some Pluto placements, maybe not even Pluto, like Chiron placements. Some kind of like, there's some specific placements, even fixed stars maybe in the person's chart, that make them feel that way. And of course, give it to Scorpio when we see someone who is broken and who needs to be saved. Let me be your nurse. Yeah, no, but you don't want to do this either, because what I feel like you've already done this, and you've been burned when you were trying to save someone. When you were trying to save someone, when you were trying to give this, you know, unconditional love and be there for another person, you almost died yourself, literally, you know, for some of you almost literally. So you've already been there when you're trying to understand why a person acts a certain way. You've already been there where you try to save another person, where you try to read their mind despite all the obvious red flags that were there, and you ended up stuck. And you don't want to be in a place where you're carrying all the burdens of the world anymore, because why should you? You know, you are like not here to save everyone, especially when you cannot even save yourself, like, and no one is coming to save you. So it's like, what to do here? And deep down, I think you intuitively just feel the pain of this person. That's why you, I don't know, that's why you where you are, basically. And where you are is Eight of Swords, confused. But what's interesting, again, going back to what I was saying about this person, is that they tend to be a master manifestor, and unfortunately, very often, because of self-sabotage tendencies, things that they fear become self-fulfilling prophecies. Like, for example, they were so scared you were gonna go talk to someone else, find someone better than them, and so they started acting crazy with you, for example. You, in the first place, didn't want to go and talk to anyone else, but because of their behavior, you just had no choice. And so that's how their fear became a self-fulfilling prophecy, not because anything wrong with you, but because of what they've done. And not to say blame everything like on them or whatever, I'm not saying that, but it's like, it's a sad situation. I think for a lot of you, you feel drawn, or not even drawn. I don't think you are drawn, honestly, to this. It's more like there is a part of you that's like has compassion to this, and there's a part of you that literally keeps yourself, I feel like, almost stuck, because you see yourself in them. You remember maybe yourself when you were doing the exact same thing because of the same pain and insecurities. And now it's like, but what do you do though? Like, you can't just, you know, set yourself on fire to keep other people's warm, especially when they haven't earned that. See, like, it's one thing when you marry to somebody, I don't know, for 10 years, have family, kids with someone. Even that, still, the light always needs to be earned. Otherwise, it becomes corrupted. It becomes like a cursed energy. Not to scare anyone, but like, you know, dive into like Kabbalah and stuff like that, you know, because it explains all of these things, how to generate new light in relationships and business and everything. And here I just get that it's like the person hasn't even earned you, hasn't done anything, and you kind of, in a way, I think maybe what your situation from the past has taught you is that no matter how much sometimes we want to save someone, like, or help someone, when a person doesn't have a vessel, so to say, to receive that, when a person is not in a space to receive that, us giving them against their will becomes a corrupted energy, which really is not good for them, because they can't receive it, so it becomes a waste, and they actually start resenting you, because now you start interfering with their own karma and destiny, and it's not good. No one needs to do that, and you feel stuck. So what do you do here? Well, we have to figure this out, because with the 10 of Wands next to 2 of Wands, you carrying all these burdens which are not even yours, and you as a Scorpio might have this tendency, maybe you do this, maybe even subconsciously you did this for your family when you were younger. There were certain things that are not your life story whatsoever, but maybe your mom, when she was pregnant, let's say with you, was, I don't know, experiencing some pain and heartache, and you took on that. Maybe somebody else in your family, maybe even people you don't even know in your lineage, that you took on subconsciously their burdens and their pain. And I just feel like it's time to drop them, because you have transformed so much and you don't have to carry all this on your shoulders anymore. All that it does is it's preventing you from manifesting the next chapter of your journey. For a lot of you, you're wondering, so when this new career will come, when will this new person will come? And you're like, you know, but how can it when you carry so much on your shoulders? Literally, we have 10 of Wands and 2 of Wands, and the Hanged Man, 10 plus 2 is 12. I feel like the time has come for you to really break out of whatever this place was where you just felt so stuck, because you can't and you shouldn't carry other people's, I don't know, issues, especially when they didn't ask you. That's the thing, they didn't even ask you. Let's just see, we're gonna look in the extended 8 of Swords. What are the 8 things keeping you stuck? Again, I'm stealing this from another reader who I saw. I really like this concept. Like, it's just so cool. I never thought to do extended this way. But let's see, what are the 8 things keeping you stuck? Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we'll take a look in the extended. What are the 8 things that are keeping you stuck? How to remove that? What else do I want to say before we go to extended? Let's see your person, whoever you're dealing with, energy towards you, because I just get that, I don't know, whatever happened, whatever red flag they gave to you, maybe they didn't even, I don't know, it's like you feel you have connection with someone, but it becomes one, it's like at this stage, it's one of those, once again, 5D, everything in your head. And I feel like you've been there, like we've all been there. I think if you watch a tarot reading, chances are you've been there, where you spent, I don't know, months, years for some, honestly. I've even seen decades for some guys. It's like, it's not funny. I've seen people who spend decades with connections in their head. I don't know about you, but, you know, in a way, I think it's great that women do have certain, I don't know, biological clock and things like this, because honestly, if women had 0 biological clock or whatever, not even to say like I feel mine or whatever, but we could wait for 100 years for someone we love. Like literally, if we were immortal, we would literally, all the songs about I'll wait, what is it? I'll wait till the end of time for you. Like, you know, all of that like lyric. Yeah, because that's how you are. When Scorpio really feels something, especially if you feel somebody is just as hurt as you are, if you feel like you share pain and burden, you are willing to do anything. Wait, but the question is, has the person earned it? The question is this the person worthy of that? And you know, honestly, we can love unconditionally everyone in existence, but we have to be still very cautious how we use our time. Because the thing is, I'm just scared for you, Scorpio, here to waste time on someone who treating you like you have all the time in the world. And that's not the case, because it's not. You know, let's just see. Let's see person's energy towards you before we go to extend it. We have here walking away. Interesting. We also have Magician and the Mirror. And we have here 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So I feel like for this goes 2 ways. Here I see a woman walking away, so I feel like if you're feminine in this connection, they see you as someone who is walking away, but at the same time kind of, you know, almost like turning your head to them. So it's like almost you are not 100%, like you haven't 100% walked away. Maybe they're wondering if you are actually walking away or just teasing them, but honestly, I do feel with your energy, you just can't anymore. Because like maybe it's someone who you were waiting for to give you an explanation. Maybe it's someone you just really thought, you know, had good potential with. And again, you ignored the red flags is what I'm getting. You went, and it's hard to see this. The reason why Scorpios get into the situations, I can explain it actually. Because the reason why we often end up ignoring red flags or whatever and start reading into situations is because of our intense intuition. Very often we can feel when it's something there. Very often we can feel what another person is feeling. So when we start feeling, it's not like we are invading or putting love spell or doing magic. It's not any of that whatsoever. You know, if Scorpio women were so great, which maybe some are, but like if Scorpio women were so great at so-called love spell or whatever, then why is like for a lot of us, like our love life is like freaking, I don't know, 10th layer of hell or something, or I don't know how many circles of hell was there, you know, in Christian, so to say, theology. But it's just more so because we are so intuitive, we feel how other people feel, and that's why sometimes we give them so many chances, because deep down we feel that whatever. Anyway, but yeah, there is this energy of walking away where you're just like, if you're not gonna, like, if you were to do something, if you were to say something, you do it right now, because that's it. Like, and it's interesting because you do have here Magician and the Mirror. So we also have 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel. So I really think it's all about the communication that I think is coming here for a lot of you guys. There is something here that a person needs to say to you, which could change everything. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not going to change everything. But it's definitely with 5th chakra here. You can see his throat chakra here is highlighted. It's all about that. Because whether you're going to go once again into some 5D illusionary world, because it could be in 5D, sometimes a lot of it is an illusion. No one can say to you for sure, oh yeah, it's all that. Yeah, there is things to upper worlds and manifestation, but until it's here, how do you know? So anyway, we can take a look in the extended, what this person, what's their issue is, and you know, all the things that are keeping you stuck, how to get unstuck. Link to the extended is going to be down below. Again, don't forget that it's 15% off everything in my shop until February 14th, and there's still one spot for either a private tarot or astrology student. See you guys in the extended. Bye.